Hi, I'm Dan Cox, and this is my backstory. Let's break the ice.
Yeah.
I've been a carpenter all my life, and I was a very keen fisherman at a young age, and I also love music.
What did you want to be growing up?
I always wanted to be a carpenter. My dad was a carpenter. I always looked up to him, following in his footsteps.
Why construction?
Again, because my dad was a carpenter and he was always on building sites, so I couldn't wait to get out there with him.
What's one of your earliest memories as a kid on a construction site?
I was probably less than 10 years old on site. He took me on a Saturday and I'm playing with all these offcuts of timber like a child, and then a little bit after that I was going to work with him every now and then, and that's the beginning. And I don't think I got paid for it either.
Was the industry what you expected when you started?
Yes, I guess it was a little bit, but nowadays it's definitely a lot more health and safety conscious, and we've got slightly better like canteens for argument's sake and better conditions.
What are some of the misconceptions about people in the industry?
I think one of the biggest ones is, I'm going to stick up for the painters here. They always say if you can pee, you can paint, but that's not correct. Some painters do turn up with a carry bag and a couple of like pound brushes. The flip side is there's some very good painters that do spraying, and their work's unbelievable. So I think it's the old painting one.
You have a project horror story.
I do. A year ago I pitched a roof and it was filmed for YouTube. So on a Saturday in January, it's a nice day, the sun was good, got it all pitched up, got a dozen rafters in, scarf joints all cut. And because they was quite big timbers, I used timber lock screws, 150mm bolts here and there. So end of the day, it looks great, superb. 5 o'clock next morning, got a text from Gareth, the roofs fell over. I couldn't believe it. The wind, Hurricane Gilbert's turned up and just smashed the roof over. So on a good side, I've got a little backup, minimal damage, and there was only a dozen rafters up there. So I've got it all pitched up, and then after that, it was belt and braces on the bracing. So I pitched loads of roofs before, nothing's falling over like that. It was unbelievable.
What about a project you were most proud of?
I've got a couple. One was the Oast House roof, which was on YouTube, which was really great to do, something totally different. Oast houses are quite unique to Kent. I've done a set of stairs in a £2 million house. I didn't make them, only fitted them, and that was a really proud moment, all nice black balustrading, oak all the way around it. And I made a nice oak door for my friend, and that was really nice as well. So it's 3 real good proud moments.
What's the most useful piece of advice you've gotten?
Oh, my dad said to me when I started, so when you're just starting out, he said, just get it right first and then worry about speed. Because there's no good being rough. You know, if you can do it correctly, then work out the speed side of it. So I'd say that, make nice jobs of stuff. Don't worry about the time initially.
What's the construction end goal for your career?
My end goal, I've not got a major end goal, but at my age now, it's nice to pick and choose a bit more work. I don't really want to be on a site where I've got someone shouting at me, hanging 12 doors in a morning just to make your money. I want to do it properly, and it's nice to have currently really good people to work for and sort of pick and choose a little bit. I will retire one day, but it's nice to keep the brain ticking over and being active, and I just enjoy the work. So as long as it ticks a few boxes, I don't really be out on a roof in January when it's in minus condition.
What would you say to someone thinking about getting into the construction industry?
Definitely go for it. I think now with social medias, tradespeople are getting good profiles. It's a great career. Personally, I couldn't go to an office every day, and being in construction, I think it's really good. There's loads of different sides to it now. You could start off as a carpenter, end up going into the office, site agent side, or really specialise in stuff. So such a wide spectrum of different trades. It's definitely a good trade to get into.
Can you tell me a little bit about your roofing square?
The roofing square, yeah, that's certainly been a roller coaster ride. I was cutting and pitching the roof one day, and I just thought it's got to be a slightly easier way of marking out the bird's mouth rather than a heavy pattern rafter, and just a little bit of thinking and cutting bits of metal about. I started mucking around with the roofing square, and that's how it all come about, really.
Can you explain the process of creating it?
Right, sure. So when I first thought of it, I was chatting to one of my friends who's got a fishing tackle company, and he said to me, go and see the painter man, because I'd had the design. So I went to see Graham, and I got a patent granted. And then with the prototypes, we got one prototype. Originally we actually went to a college near me where they had a massive craft design technology section, and they had some input, but we was making it out of plastic. But then finally I got it into metal. Once I got a prototype how I wanted it, there was another manufacturer near me. He's literally about 10 miles up the road, so I can go and visit him, and we got it made from there. And then I started doing loads of social media just to try and get it going, really, various Facebook groups, and growing my Instagram. The main best exposure obviously is YouTube, when I was filmed on now. So it's been a funny old 5 years or so.
What do you think social media has done for the construction industry?
Now I think social media is a big part, and it's great, it's superb when used correctly. You've got loads of tradespeople showing off all their great work, which is good to show to future clients. So things like that, it's really great. But also we can all learn off of each other. I'm still learning. Anyone that's not lying, there's loads of little tricks that we'll come out with, or you can look at different aspects of work and think that's a nicer way of doing it for future clients, refer to it all the time. So social media and Instagram now is really good for all the building construction.
What has social media done for you specifically?
For me, without social media, I probably wouldn't have a business, just due to exposure on their advertisement, and it's just great to help people out that buy the square, contact me. So without social media, so I definitely wouldn't have a business.
Where do you see the construction industry in the future?
Well, that's a good question. I'm really not sure how it's going to pan out, what with building materials going up and changes. They're forever changing regs, insulation regs. So it's going to get tougher probably in the next few years before it gets better. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment, and let us know who you'd like to see next. You can follow me at Roofing Square Dan on Instagram, Facebook's Roofing Square, and a special thanks to you guys, Build With A&E, for having me. Thanks for watching.